Hey everyone, Lindsey Victoria here from A Life Well Balanced, and I am here today with Camila Olivares from Mia Herba.
That came out bad.
I was just thinking in my head. Hold on.
Do you want to do all of the intro? Where do I jump in?
Hey everyone, Lindsey Victoria here from A Life Well Balanced, where we're sharing tips and practical advice on how to live a more balanced and positive life. And today, I'm so excited. I am here with my good friend Camila Olivares from Mia Herba. We are going to be doing Mythbusters. We are busting all those myths about skincare. So Camila, you formulate skincare.
Correct.
Right? So she knows all about basically what should be going in and what shouldn't be going in. So we thought today was a perfect day to give you 6 myths and bust them.
Yes.
Talking them.
So myth number 1 that we hear a lot, 60% of what you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream. That is totally false. Okay. It can actually be anywhere from 0 to 100%, and it really just depends on a lot of things. It could either be on your environmental factors, on the health of your skin, on the delivery mechanism of the product, and the ingredients that are being used. So for example, a carrier oil might just sit on might penetrate into just the very top layer of your skin, but it's not necessarily going to go into your bloodstream, whereas essential oils that are so potent will actually penetrate into the bloodstream. So it really depends on, again, just on what the product is.
Depends on the
product. 60% of what you're using goes into the bloodstream. Total myth.
Wrong.
Again, it could be 0 to 100, and it depends on so many variables. So
awesome. That's good. Thank you for clearing that one up.
Yeah.
Myth number 2, natural skincare is completely chemical free. That is false. If you think about what a chemical is, air is a chemical, toxins are a chemical, the plate that you eat off has chemicals in it. So really, what we're talking about here,
everything has its own natural chemistry. I think what the problem is that people are confusing the word chemical for synthetics. So when we're saying that natural skincare is actually synthetic free, it's not chemical free. So that just kind of goes to show you how there's 0 regulations on what we can say on the labels, and it's confusing to people when you're saying something is chemical free or toxic free. In the EU now, it's illegal to even say that something is paraben free.
Wow.
So you have to be really careful in just what you're saying, and I think it's just been confusing to people, but the truth is that plant-based skincare is synthetic free. Okay. We don't use synthetic ingredients.
Okay, so there you go. Myth number 2 busted. Natural skincare is completely chemical free. False. Myth number 3 is most conventional skincare is filled with synthetic ingredients, and that is false.
That is actually false, because the sad fact is that most mainstream and conventional skincare is actually water. So the lotions, the creams, the shampoos, the cleansers, they're made up of 80 to 90% water. So really, water isn't really doing anything aside from giving you some minor hydration, but it's really just sitting on your skin and not really giving you a lot of therapeutic benefits like a plant-based ingredient would. So if you look at maybe some lotions or some shampoos that are made from plant-based skincare, you'll see that they're made with aloe extract, or you'll see that they could have a butter as one of the first ingredients.
Got it. And so then that's actually why a lot of the conventional skincare on the market can be quite cheap, because it's really just water. Filled with water.
Distilled water.
So you can just take a shower with water. You don't need to go be
spending
special. Your money there. Nothing special.
That's why they cost $3.
Exactly.
$8.
There you go. There you have it. So that's myth number 3. Most conventional. That's busted. Okay, so on to myth number 4. Myth number 4 is mineral oil stops your skin from breathing. That is false.
Correct.
I was a little bit surprised to hear this.
Yes, that one does sound surprising, but the truth is that mineral oil does just sit on your skin, and it creates an occlusive layer of oil that basically sits on your skin. So you can see why people would think like, okay, well that's going to stop my skin from breathing. However, the truth is that even plant-based oils will also create an occlusive layer on the top of your skin. But the difference between the mineral oil and plant-based oils is that plant-based oils they have the similar composition of lipids as our skin does, so they're easily metabolized by our skin.
Okay.
And they also contain lots of lovely plant compounds which can benefit you as well.
So if they're absorbed into your skin.
Correct. They have therapeutic benefits while they're sitting on your skin, and they have moisturizing and they have vitamins, whereas mineral oil just doesn't carry anything.
Okay. So that's kind of why people are saying mineral oil not so good. So if you can avoid it, avoid mineral oil.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Doesn't do anything. All right, so we're on to myth number 5. All preservatives are dangerous. That is apparently false.
Of course, that's false. So yes, some preservatives have known to be very irritating. Some preservatives have been banned from certain markets. People tend to avoid them altogether because they can have certain they're hormonal disruptors. But the truth is that preservatives play a very important role in our skincare, and they're there to fight off yeast, mold, and bacteria. And if any of those were to come into contact with your skin, they can actually cause a pretty bad infection or even worse. There's been cases where people have gone blind from cosmetics that haven't been properly preserved. So luckily there are certain preservatives in the market that are safe on the skin and naturally derived. So there is a good solution, but we do need preservatives in our skincare to keep it safe for us. Bacteria, yeast, and mold is actually more dangerous than a natural preservative would ever be. So we want them in our skincare. We just have to know which ones to use, and that's why people like me are here to study that for you and put those together in natural plant-based skincare. Exactly.
And actually, we put together a list of preservatives.
We did, in our other video.
So I'll put a link below that so you can see that one as well. So you can actually see preservatives are going to be found in your ingredients, but we can tell you the ones that are okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we are on to our 6th and final myth. Myth number 6, if I avoid synthetics in my skincare, then I'll be avoiding them altogether. And that's a myth.
Very much so.
Okay.
So a lot of the ingredients and preservatives that are used in cosmetics have actually been used in the food industry forever.
Oh.
So if you actually read the labels of the food that you're eating, then you're going to see a lot of the common ingredients that are used in cosmetics. So I would say about 90% of the food and drinks that we consume, there was actually a study that found in the New York area that 90% of what was being consumed had the same synthetics that you find in cosmetics. So if you really want to avoid synthetics, then read the labels on your food and drinks.
Yes. Read the labels altogether. That's kind of the whole point of all these videos, is we just want you to be aware of what's going on your skin and in your body. So those are the 6 myths. Some of them were surprising to me. I hope that kind of educated you guys a little bit more on the myths that might be floating out there in the skincare world.
Yeah.
I want to thank Camila for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sharing it with our audience and our viewers.
So fun.
It was good. All right, guys, if you have any questions or any clarifications, please put those in the comments below. We will be happy to answer them. Again, I have a link to the preservatives that are safe for you to use. They're in the video as well. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it with somebody. We love to hear comments. We love our fans. Everybody, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I need to meditate. I need to bring myself back down. Okay.
Bye.